This is some 1K rated tops gameplay, boy. This is the battle of Pepega. This is Pepega battle. I'm sure some boomers right now are might be tuning in and watching this. Oh, Karu! Yeah. Best shit. I'm gonna go watch their stream. Oh wow, a tournament. 1,800. What the fuck is this? And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But they don't get it though, dude. It's a battle of the Pepega. Oh, it started. Okay. Muted, yes. Close the monitor. Goodbye. I'm playing increments. Increments means that I get time for playing it. Ooh, this is slow. It's kind of buggy. Wait a minute. What is this? Well, let me just refresh. Is this mobile version? I don't get it. I cannot right click my moves. Right click doesn't stop me. It's okay. Let's not panic. Not a fan of this.
We have the Portuguese gambit, right? With knight f6 here to hit the pawn.
I guess we could trade it.
Yeah, but do they know it's the Portuguese gambit is really the question.
Trading is fine here. I don't mind it. Trading is fine. Let's not overthink it. If we go at middle, we both trade. I lose a little bit of pace on development, but that's the opening that he chose, so it's no problem. Interesting opener, dude. I don't have my arrows. Okay, pawn moves up. Pawn moves up. Juicer takes. I take. He goes across. I think this is. I like this better. I think. Let's not overthink this. Let's just go. I like this better. I can go across later on.
I think you were right. It looks like prep. It looks like he set out to play the Portuguese gambit to attack Felix's queen.
We can force him at mid later.
Yeah, and it makes sense. I think certainly he is the underdog. So
as long as I castle before I open up the mid, we're good. I think.
Again, I felt that in all the matches where the players.
I don't like this pawn. I hate this. I need to remember though. I'm +1. This pawn, if he takes it, it's no problem.
It got deeper and deeper in the game, and they weren't.
I don't want to turn my pawns. I'm gonna just take it.
The opening phase is the most important phase. For the weaker players or players who are perceived
wait. Take
in terms of the match setup.
Pawn up. Take. It's not bad. Let's just trade it. Fuck it. Want to trade? We'll trade, but I don't give a fuck.
We see xQc is going to take. I would not be surprised if he just plays bishop to e2.
That's fine.
Right. I would either bishop to e2 or something like.
I don't think there's anything dangerous
C4.
here.
I could see him pushing.
I'd be scared. I think I'm good.
Attack the queen and maybe activate his queen. I think those are probably the two most likely moves that we'll see. Either bishop e2 or pawn to c4.
That's fine.
Oh, okay. That's also not unreasonable. And is he going to chase?
What, chase?
Is he going to chase with g4?
I would hope not, but I think it's very complicated.
Takes.
I do think it's important, though, that xQc does not use too much time. Like I said, the biggest impediment is that he generally doesn't have enough confidence, and he uses a little bit too much time. His first instinct, the first reaction he has, generally is pretty good. So it is important that he doesn't use too much time in the opening phase.
He's gone for it. Now, this could get really interesting if he plays his bishop out to g2 and gets the castle.
Go across, not bad, terrible move. I didn't think about it, dude.
Well, frankly, he kind of has to do that. Otherwise,
I want to cast away Sapa. Do I have any good moves with my?
Again, it's very hard to judge. I feel like Rubius
a good move here, I think.
When I last looked, it's 970.
Move
right?
up.
So it's hard to tell just how strong he is or how neutral
he is in here.
And
move up.
That being said, he has a
opens up my juicer and I can
so
take across.
xQc really needs to play d3, or
I don't mind that.
Plays it very nice.
Wow,
it's not bad.
I did not get to see what his logic was behind it. Was he actually actively trying to stop queen to e4, which is obviously why d3
I think probably he was just trying to develop his pieces on the queen side is my guess. Again, very complicated position. So far for Rubius,
Ooh, some fancy movements in here. I see them.
Pretty straightforward. Not a lot of complications. Just developing his pieces. Now the one thing that does concern me though is I could see Rubius trying to castle the queen side. Just because
am I missing something?
If I think about the opening that he's playing, the preparation probably involved castling the king to that side of the board.
It's interesting you say that. Why are you concerned? You concerned for him or concerned for XQC?
Concerned for him
he
because
moves
I feel
up.
like if XQC tries to attack
pawn up.
pawns on the queen side, it could be very dangerous, very quickly.
I take.
Right.
Take.
Yeah. Well, then it's all out war. Then the question becomes, is Rubius familiar with h5? Is he familiar with breaking? Okay, we get bishop f4.
Yo, mods
so
of
e5,
chess.com,
right?
can you guys help me with this requesting?
But I think he'll castle.
I need to get rid of it.
Castle as well. I think it's the move that makes the most sense here.
This
again,
structure,
I think Rubius has
been
working a lot.
This structure is not very good. I don't like it very much. I'm not a big fan of it.
It's really
okay,
hard
though.
to judge. I think a lot of these players we don't necessarily know exactly what their methodology has been in terms of preparation. But Rubius does have a very good position so far. And for XQC, it's important that he develops his bishop and gets his king out of the center, or moves the queen and tries to get the king out of the center, and he doesn't end up with the king stuck in the middle of the board.
Yeah, big moment already for XQC, and your prediction, your nightmare, if you will, is kind of coming true. XQC is down 2 minutes, and it's a position that's very delicate. White does need to play precisely, get castled, or else Black will come storming down the middle of the board.
Cross takes.
It's a big moment here.
I think that's also it's very hard to play because so far Rubius's moves have all been very logical. Pretty soon he's gonna have to start coming up with moves that are a little bit more non-standard, but I still feel like pawn to e5 is a very logical move here. But XQC plays bishop g2.
And I need to castle, and I don't like the structure.
And the one thing that I will say when you bring your queen out very early is you have to be
he has a really good attack error coming up because my left side is very weak.
h4 is an idea. And you could
unless I'm overthinking it, I feel like there's a very elaborate left attack here that you could do.
Literally right now, I would not be surprised if XQC played knight h4.
Right, exactly, yeah.
But we got to give credit to Rubius.
So far, it's very good play by Rubius. Very good. So
take. This is terrible.
Yeah, I could see XQC like. My first prediction is bishop to g5.
Threaten the rook.
I think he's gonna go bishop e3. That's my guess.
Just back up one square. Of course, it's
maybe
better.
Bishop g5 is actually very reasonable too.
He's just gonna pawn up then. Dude, I'm choking a little bit. It's okay. Let's just chill. I'm missing something. There's something that I'm not seeing. Yo, I need this to stop. Stop it. Stop it. Pawn push is pretty strong here. I need to castle ASAP. My mid's gonna be... If he starts attacking mid and my king is over there, he's gonna have to do some fancy check moves. I need to be careful. I gotta get my castle out ASAP, dude. Pawn up is decent, but it leaves me vulnerable for a frontal attack. See, if I pawn up to threaten, he can just queen take. Queen take, rook takes. And now I'm fudged. I need to start playing a little bit faster, though.
Well, he's not fudged, if you will.
Also, I can't let my castle because his queen is blocking it. If I castle my queen and my king gets,
I feel like for Rubius
over here, he takes pawn for free, so I can't long range snipe castle.
But
I have to do short range castle.
It's very tricky
right side
too because the ideas here are not obvious. H5,
which
F5
also leaves my left side still very weak.
Based if you're just getting used to getting used to chess. So it seems like moves that are not so so common in a sense. At the same time, you've done all the basics. You developed and you gotten your king out. Knight b4, however, is not a move that I would have played. Now I'm a little bit concerned because if XQC castles
free pawn on my left,
he's actually quite a bit better.
Yeah, it's kind of this moment everyone struggles with.
Knight
the
takes,
first move out of the opening.
Takes, queen takes.
Now what?
Right. Right, and you know what else it reminds me of? It reminds me of XQC himself early on when he was struggling. Like he had this ability where he felt like he had to keep going forward. He had to keep pushing forward. And And it feels like that's what Rubius is doing. It feels like he has to go forward, whereas xQc, for example, could even just play A3 and force that knight to go back. Yep. So I think Rubius might be struggling a little bit.
Oh, yeah, and pawn up is bad because then he takes pawn middle.
All your moves don't have to be forward. You can also go back a little bit.
Having said that, I'm trying to get into their head. Ooh, and to be honest, knight b4, Hikaru, attacks the a2 pawn.
Pawn up.
So now they need to not get too distracted with that, because actually white wants that pawn gone, because you activate the rook.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Oh, you know what else I'm thinking? xQc might realize that the pawn on a7 is not guarded anymore because the knight left. And
somehow I doubt that, because he actually blundered that exact trap in a previous match. He played a game earlier in a queenless middle game, and a guy had pawns on a7, b7, c6, c7, c6, and he went bishop e3 takes a7, and the guy went b6 and trapped his bishop. So
wow.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm used to doing commentary with you and hearing you quote like games from 6 years ago at the Singfield Cup between two super jams, but now that you're quoting xQc versus former PogChamp in a match, I give up. I delegate all the memory of chess games to you, and he has played a3. Look at that, you're a mind reader.
I give you guys
I think it's
permission
just he has
to go on my account and refresh my browser with this ignore thing on it.
And A3 is a very nice move by xQc.
I don't care if I'm not going to blame the lag.
And I think once Rubius moves the knight and xQc castles his king out of the middle of the board, the pressure is really going to be on Rubius, because it's not easy to attack here.
I'm sure he's going to go back to c6.
Man, this is actually some decent chess gameplay he's doing right now. Impressive.
C3 as logical moves potentially. Because I think
this is the power of 3. 1, 2, 3. I only have a power of.
He's very unsure.
1, 2.
Of what he's trying to do.
Unless I get my king in position and I have to give him my castle.
With the idea
wait, no, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute.
Fair, especially where you just came from, because you feel like you wasted time.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Wasting the tiempo would be. I mean, I think for him it's probably going to be. It would be very hard to do that.
Well, yeah, this is terrible.
Having said that, knight takes c2 would completely explode the position, because he'll also win the d3 pawn. So something like this, and then bishop takes, and then xQc is not going to be able to castle short.
When is he needs to get that horse out of there ASAP?
So then I don't know, man. Then I don't know. Exactly. It's going to get.
It goes e4.
Whoa.
Okay. So I think xQc will probably take the knight here, is my guess, because he'll see that pawn takes is bad. Because he's going to be worried about these tactics on with the pawn next to his queen and the fork ideas. So I think he probably will take the knight here.
Take. Check. Take. I can take or I can push. If I take. Okay, think about it. If I take. Take, queen takes. Pushing is better here. Unless I could just take in the knights. This is very annoying. I have to be honest, this is very annoying. The thing at the run. Please stop. Actually stop, dude.
So let's analyze why specifically the move d4 led to such a massive drop-off. It's because when pawn takes f3 happens, Hikaru, I'm assuming you can no longer take the knight because g2.
Correct. But the problem I realized for Rubius is that he's going to see his queen is under attack, and he might actually move his queen and then lose the knight on b4. That's actually the tricky part here.
What if we just take knights?
Because you have to find bishop to e4.
Yeah, or knight takes e2. But I mean, again, to me it seems very hard to find those moves.
And never there's my king. That was fine. I could just take a knight.
But again, he takes on f3. I mean, so far everything Rubius has done has been very, very impressive. Very, very good. Cannot really say anything negative about his play. He's found all the right moves so far. I mean, xQc has to take with the bishop. I feel like xQc is a little bit nervous, actually. It seems like he's nervous and he's not really sure of himself in the way that he needs to be. Because some of these moves like d4 are very, very unusual from him.
He is seeing bishop takes f3. He is currently calculating. We have him up there on the big screen. Oh, well, Hikaru, this was expected after yesterday, but we've just crossed the 100,000 viewer threshold. We're at 101,000 viewers, so shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to each and every one of you. So much love. Thank you all for being here.
Wow, this is crazy what we're seeing so far. I mean, in terms of the audience, it's amazing. In terms of the chess, this is off to a very, very bad start for xQc. That being said, the one good thing, however, is that the pawn on a7 is under attack.
Wait, I'm actually minus 3. I'm losing. It's okay. I can come back.
Yes. Yes, so because
we'll see what can happen.
If we just go back, what happened was the fact that now it is black beginning the capture chain, and it's crazy because then he played a takes b4,
right?
But he could have reversed the move order, and now do you think we're gonna get bishop takes b4?
I think it's actually a very human move here, but again, I think the odds of blunders here are very, very high for both players. I think. Well, this game definitely is not over.
Yo, can we fucking ban this guy? He's so annoying, dude.
Both players, by the way, are getting a little bit low on time as well. Like xQc is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Rubius has like 4 minutes. I mean, the time is getting down now for both players. So I still think anything can happen. That being said, I
just pawned up against the queen.
The pawn next, his king is under attack. It should be a lot easier.
Why am I letting the queen take over the control of the entire board?
However, now there's rook takes pawn. Let's see if xQc sees rook takes pawn here.
Yes, you have to. You have to.
He'll take or he'll go c3. I don't know which one he'll do. I mean, I think he should see the pawn on a7 here, but this is this is pretty bad start for xQc. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, queen e2, but now queen c2 is coming in, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think queen takes pawn.
Okay, I have to put my second monitor. I'm sorry, I just have to.
But
I know I'm not allowed to. I'm not supposed to do things on my second monitor, but I have to do it. I can't focus. It's impossible.
Rubius is just winning here objectively.
I literally can't do it. I can't do this anymore.
It's not easy because of where his king is specifically.
Right. And once xQc gets rid of the pawn on g2 in all the complications, like for example, takes, rook takes g2, we enter endgame territory. It's almost got that feel, the Negreanu Pokimane feel all over again, where one side is down a little bit, but has enough pieces to make a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen. That being said, I feel like it's still easier for Rubius to play.
I definitely don't disagree. Will Felix take on g2 or will he take on a7 is the question.
I think he'll take on a7. I think he realizes he's behind here, so I think he will take on a7.
Privacy notifications.
You are not wrong again. Your xQc radar is on point today.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's still very, very hard to judge. Rubius should win this game based on the way he's played so far.
I don't see it. I can't change it.
Getting low on time. You know, Rubius does like to think a lot. I will say that. Now, it's important xQc moves the king. Move the king up here. Because if you block with the bishop, you actually get checkmated.
Oh my god, you're right. Rook e8 is mate in 1.
Right. I think he'll go king e2, though. Because it's bishop d2 just is not a natural move. You're
Yo,
down
can we get moderators if I can help me? Guys, please.
So
Yo, Stabs, can you guys help me, please? I can't do this. I can't play. Can't get notifications. It's all. I have everything off. I'll at least block these two guys. Block user, done. Block user, done. Okay, they're done. Game chat, no. Allow confirm request, no. 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 Save it. Should be good now. Oh, is that in the play? Wait, am I in check? I don't get it.
Hey, rook takes pawn, rook a8, and white is winning?
Close to winning. I don't think it's so clear, but yeah, he's just got to move.
I'm not even in check. I'm not in check.
Right. I hope he knows it's his move. Okay, he plays...
checks. Okay. So just trade the rooks, obviously.
Yes, he's got to take.
Now he's got to take the pawn on g2. Very important.
Yes. Good.
So I mean, again, I think the problem for xQc is he's also down on time. That's actually the biggest issue that he has here. Is not even the specific position, but the fact that he's down a minute on the clock. However, I do know when I was doing stuff with Rubius when we did the collaboration, he was also very slow, and when he got low on time, he was also panicking a little bit. So if Rubius is not able to keep this big time advantage, I could see potentially some nerves and getting worried. Also, xQc is he blunders bishop f5. Oh boy.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Was that a slip or just a
I just think just a slip.
He can't
I don't think he
I don't think
Venga, no baja uno más. Pepega.
Otherwise,
Estamos igualados ahora,
pawn
yo
takes.
tengo más tiempo, chat. Yo tengo más tiempo.
I have a no. You can just pawn up and then I take exchange.
Yeah, clearly you can tell that he said Pepega in the midst of that. So clearly that was not intentional. Yeah. Now I think if xQc takes the pawn on g7, wow.
Good.
Wow, this turned around really fast.
+1.
Yeah, now Rook takes pawn. Oh my gosh, now that the whole
everything starts to collapse here.
Rook f7, bishop e7. There's even okay, so that's good. I don't know.
I can force trade. I can force trade.
He said Pepega. Maybe he meant.
I'm gonna force trade.
I thought it was safe and it got taken, but.
Well, I think as people in chat have pointed out, he also saying he had more time. Like he said más tiempo, I believe.
And he moves king. He has to move king.
Time, so it was like,
why? He has to move king to protect. Otherwise, I take the free pawn again. Because he has no way defending it. Because it's on a white square.
It's still very much a game. xQc has 1 minute. Like this is headed for a very messy finish. Both players have limited time.
Take.
Yes.
That's fine.
Pawn take. We're gonna get rook takes pawn. Yep.
King. Knight takes. No, I mean Juice take.
Now xQc's got to just chill out for a second. Not too long because he only has a minute and 5 seconds. Get his rook to safety and push his other pawns.
Right. I mean, again, this is a very hard position, I think, for both players to play at this point. The good thing for xQc though is I think I mean, bishop g5 is the move that I think he might play here actually, but I wonder. I think he's gonna go bishop.
Do I force trade here? I could just force it.
Oh my gosh, that's such a stressful move, man.
Just a guess. Just
no.
I'm probably wrong. But it's just a guess.
No.
Yeah, you haven't been wrong yet. So, but
king takes.
Oh my gosh, xQc's got 30 seconds.
He's also got to just move. Yeah.
Just go as far away as possible. Don't even think about it. Rook a7. Keep the king cut off. Oh that's my fine. God! How did you know?
I told you I had a feeling this was gonna happen.
Are you kidding me?
Not the best move, but it's okay. Oh, I fucked up. He's just gonna discover. Does he have any discover here? No, he doesn't. I'm still good to go. I could play that bet with, but I should just disengage that.
Rook d5 is a great move, though. Great move.
Ooh. That's tough. I got rolled. It's okay.
Rook h5 by Rubius, fantastic.
Go downwards, go down,
and the check. King moves up, you take the pawn and it's over.
Got it.
Oh, it went king e5. Oh, it's almost a stalemate, Levy. If there's king f4, it's almost stalemate.
Push.
Wow,
no stalemate.
Let's bring that back. That was
we're gonna farm
unreal.
some time by moving a bunch of useless moves to get the timer up.
What a smart check. He saw it. He saw that if the king comes up, the rook is disconnected. And now he wins the rook. And Hikaru's pointing out that king f4, rook takes rook would be a draw if this king was here.
King d4 also almost stalemate. Also.
Yes.
Almost.
Let's do small moves.
How cruel that would be.
Put the king across.
There's like a pawn on h2 or something. And he pre-moves rook takes rook, and then like, oh man.
That's
unreal.
Safe moves.
Okay,
safe.
now he
safe.
should
Safe
actually
moves.
know how. I mean, with xQc more so than the other players who have played a lot, he does have this tendency to stalemate. So we do need to be mindful. It's not over yet by any stretch.
Across, safe moves. Safe moves. Fantastic. Okay, 1 minute. Don't stalemate. Sideways. Checkmate. 1, 2, 3, donezo. He can still move over there if he wants to, right? He can go to the right if he wants to. Go to the side, it's his only move. Check. Checkmate. Yes! Yes! Woo! Yes, baby! Are we gonna go to game 2 or what?
I mean, I think they need to reset the stuff, right?
Big recovery.
So they don't get spammed with notifications. So I think we're going to take a short break, right?
Terrible opening.
I think we are going to take a short break. What an epic victory for xQc. It almost feels like the internet shook a little bit. Oh my gosh. All right.
And let him know.
Hikaru, we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back with our thoughts at the second game of this epic matchup between xQc and Rubius.
Good job. Good job. You have him on the ropes. You got him on the fucking ropes.
One more to go.
He cut all that hair off. He lost all the brain juice. Good fucking job. Good fucking job. Good, let's go. Let's go.
Okay, one more.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say, like, I thought that Rubius was maybe overrated, but man, he really played well. Other than one move, that Bishop F5 move, after which it kind of fell apart, he played a great game. I mean, he made no real mistakes, pretty much picture perfect. So I think we've been underestimating.
I like this. I'm very much familiar with this.
Be interesting to see.
A lot of ways to do this here.
Very concerned.
He takes Queen is a noob trap, but this is the correct move against that. But that's the noob trap. Is he gonna fall for the noob trap? Nah, I don't think so.
So it's quite scary.
No way he falls for the noob trap.
Having said that, you know, if you're xQc, is it more like still trying to work out the kinks and the bumps of the opening? Like, he's playing technically what's known as the Petrov main line. How familiar with the theory is he, or will we see pandemonium potentially in the next few moves?
I think we'll see. I actually think it's a lot. It's very unlikely we'll see pandemonium because I think probably
like that.
What we're gonna see
and he's gonna threaten like this or like that.
Just a very solid setup by both players.
I'm not afraid of that.
Maybe like Bishop to D3.
If he goes Queen, we have to go Queen.
I see a lot of simplifications that could occur here. But the very fact that we're seeing this opening in PogChamps,
interesting.
If you had told me a year ago we would see an event featuring streamers,
wait a minute,
I would have said no way. If you told me we'd see an event featuring streamers, featuring an opening like the Petrov, which is an opening that's played a lot at the top level, I would have literally told you that he moves up, get yourself checked into the mental asylum as fast as you can. So this, just the very nature of seeing this opening, it's just it's amazing to see.
Let's do it.
Yeah, right now the players are literally playing the mainline Petrov, right? And now White goes DC3, gets the bishops out, and castles queenside.
We're gonna be even on development though.
Okay, BC3. I don't hate it.
Also very reasonable, very reasonable. Just you want to go pawn to D4 and bishop to D3, get that bishop on the diagonal behind the pawn chain. So it's a very reasonable capture as well.
Yes. Now a big choice of development by Black. Black can play Knight C6. Black can develop the bishop, the other bishop, the queen if he's really feeling feisty. The queen it is.
Sounds good to me. If he wants to go queen for queen, we're gonna go queen for queen.
I think
wants to dance, we're gonna dance.
Because now the problem is how is xQc going to complete
his
development?
I like that.
I am actually quite worried for
that's a very nice, calm development
maybe he's going to move
of early game, and opens up tons of possibilities.
It is possible that that's his intention here.
Yes.
It is quite dangerous, though, because White does have that open B file to use the rook on. Now, whether Rubius will see that or not, it's hard to judge. But so far, I love the opening from Rubius. I
can't do this. Otherwise, if I take...
Very, very good.
No, if I go like this, boom, and you go stack mode,
easy to
and then
play where you don't have to stress in the first 10 moves.
That's it. I'm GG. I'm done.
It's fantastic. Honestly.
Can't be doing shit like that.
This is far and away the best edition of this event that we've seen. We're only on day 2. This is a 2-week-long event, and... I mean, just begin with the viewership. Right before break, Hikaru, we had over 300,000 people watching chess on these 3 channels. Rubius, xQc, and chess.com. Unreal.
Still does that, though.
Biggest game on Twitch.
Yep, second
still
highest
does
category
that.
after just chatting. So really great to see.
Do I care? I don't
yeah,
care.
like I was
Go.
saying, what's amazed me so far
don't
is
care.
how well all the players have done. Like in the previous 2 editions, there were always moments where you felt like certain players were really mismatched, and kind of very early on in the game, you felt like it was just like, okay, well, unfortunately for the players weaker, they're just, you know, they're not as strong, they're going to lose. And it seems like in this event, every match is really close. The openings have been very balanced, and it's just great to see.
That's
really great to see so far.
Not bad.
Yeah, in some ways, Daniel Negreanu made a great point. When you look around and you see how well equipped people are with training and openings, it kind of instills a little bit of fear in you. You don't want to get caught. You don't want to be the highlight reel. So everyone seems to have their heads down, focusing, studying, learning from these games. As xQc has now castled queenside. So will Rubius find this rook b1? That is not a bad move. That is a great move. Go out f6.
That's not bad.
Yeah, the problem is now xQc will start to get an attack on the king side. He pushes the pawn to block the bishop, and then he starts pushing the g pawn and the h pawn, just flinging those pawns down the board. And Rubius's king could come under attack very quickly if he's not careful here.
Of course, you have to go f6. Now, here's that question. Okay, he's fixed h4, and you're right. Here it comes, maybe.
Yeah, that's the one issue here is very oftentimes when you develop
move
the
queen
bishop,
in a weird way,
the pure basis, you move the bishop, it attacks like a knight, and then you move the bishop back, keep it on the same diagonal. And in this case, if xQc gets very aggressive with g5 and h5, it could be very hard for Rubius to react to that.
Yes.
And also what I would say as well is the problem with the position for white here is that I think
let's chase again. Let's do it again like last time.
With the placement of the pawns and the rook on the side toward xQc's king, the ideas to attack are not obvious. It's more like you have to maneuver and sort of conceptualize something specific. And I think it's going to be a lot harder for Rubius than for xQc.
I could also chase again.
I think right now it's probably xQc has a slight advantage. I think here, but again, he is down 2 minutes on the clock.
This actually might be it.
So anything can happen.
What about this though? Bing, bang, no takes. This is gonna squeeze him. Yeah, that's a good squeeze. He's gonna go pawn up here. Pawn up. Knight across, knight takes, pawn takes. Yeah, this is good. The hickory pose.
Let's bring it back. He actually xQc there. He everything he said is exactly how you're supposed to approach a thought process in chess. He played his idea, saw what his opponent could do, worked it out, and said it's good. He evaluated it, and look, it's happening. D5, there it is. He predicted it.
Bad.
I also saw. I just looked up at the. He was trying to impersonate me or something. So I just looked up at the sky and started pointing every which way. So I did just notice him do that. I'm not sure what exactly was going on. But
what about my squeeze from earlier?
Well, he inspires you, and you inspire him right back. It's a beautiful relationship. He's got to go to the middle, right? He's got to.
The danger, though, is we saw him arrowing towards a5 and c4 on the very edge of the board. So that's the one danger here. If he puts the knight in the center, I think he's doing well. If he goes the other way, I'm quite concerned. Wow, he does it.
He does it.
Take.
I guess one thing that's good is that, like, in a way, when he says an idea, I think he actually forgets the idea pretty quickly. Because if he remembered the idea, he would have gone to the edge to squeeze the.
Oh no, this is good.
Like
this is great, actually.
Instead, I think he forgot the idea, so he went to the center of the board and he started a whole new thought process, which is really good.
Pawn push.
So now
I can force all these pieces to do things that I want here.
Knight D4
I lead
to attack
I'm the leader here. I can lead the board.
I think knight d4 is a good move. I think I could see.
I can play at my pace, and he has to follow.
What I want to do is trade a knight or a bishop here for the black knight in the center of the board. I think that would be a
aggressive
very
here.
bad decision.
Make some moves. Bang,
then it becomes
bang,
very
bing,
hard.
boom, bam, 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 bam.
Very hard to attack. I feel like.
What's scaring me though right now is
we
this.
We could see Rubius
some weird thing like this.
The decision that his
like
bishop might get trapped, and so he might want to.
Like a boom and checkmate.
Okay, rook e1. Interesting.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think the problem with Rubius here is that it's very hard to figure out how to attack xQc.
Think about it for a second.
Because the king, white doesn't really have many pieces near the king.
Great.
And to go rook to b1,
Take.
it's a very quiet move.
Okay.
That doesn't look
There's
natural.
there's
at all.
a special
Especially if you're newer to the game,
a discovery
putting a
here.
rook on b1
Bing
and being
is
very
cool,
quiet
but there's
about it is
bang.
very hard to do
The
when there's so
discovery.
much action
If I
on the
stack
other
my
side of the
rooks, I can
board.
counteract the discovery, but he has 3 of them, so it doesn't matter anymore. Unless I go up, but I can't because the pawn is here. So instead,
I have
we're just gonna
no
go
idea
versus
what
it,
to
and we're gonna go
expect
take it.
here.
No, we're not gonna go take
I
it.
really
That's what I just
wonder
said.
what
What are you
xQc
doing,
is
man?
calculating.
One,
What Rubius
two.
is calculating.
I would think xQc is calculating h4 or g4.
That's better.
Those two moves.
Defended.
Guesses.
He has played g4.
Better move here, I think.
I mean, there's just so much
And I can
going
push up,
on that
bang,
side of
bang.
the board. That's
Very
kind
nice,
of the,
very nice.
Knight d4 is a great move by Rubius. A great move.
You just saw it, like instantly. Just you saw on the screen. Knight
anything
d4. Boom.
really
Let me
fancy
attack
we
the
can do
bishop. And I mean, I can do a very rough translation of Spanish, but
There's
not on the
a
fly like
crazy
this,
move here
so-
we can do. I'm sure of it.
A great move by Rubius. The thing is,
Sacrifice,
will he
bang.
be able to figure out how to attack
No.
towards the Black King? That's the biggest
Check.
thing here.
Take.
Does he even
take,
like? Does he conceptualize the fact that that is the way he has to
take.
progress
Terrible,
in this position?
terrible,
Because
terrible,
that is
terrible,
the only
terrible.
way.
We need to
Well,
let
you know,
this knight
Levy,
in
you're
this
more of a
position.
coach than I am, so
How about we
you
push
probably
knight
have
instead?
more insight
Bing,
into this.
bang.
I think it's very hard because I would say, generally speaking, players who are new to the game, you very
push.
rarely see openings where the kings end up on opposite sides. of the
Let's just go.
So because of that, I think the unfamiliarity
With
makes
this,
it a lot more difficult
take,
to understand
take.
the attacking ideas. Because usually
That
the
still
kings are
works.
castle on the same side.
Yeah.
That still works.
So I would-
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
important to note.
When xQc castled a lot earlier, I was going to make
Mm-hmm.
the point that
Push.
this is the kind of game where, as a
Take.
beginner, intermediate player, you play it,
Ouch! No, that's really bad.
and then
wow,
you go back, and
No, that's
hopefully
terrible,
someone
terrible,
explains
terrible,
to you
terrible.
all of the different ideas. And the next game that you play, and all games after that, every
Right.
time you castle on
Push.
opposite sides, that is what you're thinking about. So
Right.
Take.
Agree, definitely. Yeah, I think
Take.
it's very hard to
Take queen.
yeah,
Nope.
it's very hard
Let's
to,
get it- let's
to
get him
figure
out of
out
there.
the attacking ideas. xQc is using a lot of time. Oh no! Oh no!
Boom. Boom.
Oh, no
that
is
is
right.
a terrible move.
Boom.
oh
boom.
no.
And you know, it's actually a terrible. Oh, but you know what I realized? I think pawn takes pawn was a better move. Not objectively, but I think for attacking ideas.
Wait,
it
I
was
didn't
a
see
better
this.
move than
Am I?
this.
Am I? What's
Now after
happening with
xQc
me?
moves his queen.
I didn't see that.
It's at least his king is safe still.
Yeah, you're right. Taking en passant there
falling
might
apart.
have been even more difficult, but okay.
Yeah, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of there was a game where xQc actually had a similar structure with the pawns on like c5 and d6, and he tried to castle his king queenside against David Pacman. So he had a game in PogChamps where he did something kind of similar to this. But that being said, I still think anybody can win. I mean, it's only one piece again, but he's given up two. He's given up bishop odds in 2 games in a row now.
You are right.
I got 2 ambitions over my. I got. It's okay. Fine. It's fine. We lost -3. Did it earlier. We'll do it again. That was my best move here. Fuck. It's okay. I overthought it. That's what happened. He doesn't have many positions to go to, right? He could defend it. No, he can't.
If xQc doesn't realize that knight takes d6 is a threat, it could be all over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he's taken. Now we
Okay.
gotta get queen takes.
He's gonna do queen take, right?
Yeah, Rubius will take with the queen for sure. I don't think there's any question about that. I don't really see how xQc is going to survive this, though, because I feel like now it's shifted the other way, where basically white is the one who has the easy moves. Like you can move the rook down, the
Interesting.
pawn on d6 is also very weak. And xQc doesn't really have any kind of attack towards the white king. So I don't really know how he's going to pull this one out. I think most likely Rubius is going to win this game.
Yes, exactly. I think because of the passive nature of the pieces, and if this game is is won by Rubius.
We'll have our first tiebreaker.
Yes.
1, 2,
We have our
3.
first tiebreaker.
That would be insane.
It is fitting. I heard yesterday you were talking on the show about how they're both
there's not many options for me right now,
their
'cause I
own version of an
really-
XQC.
really
Is
corner
that
myself with
because
these bad
that's what
moves.
Rubius is kind of like joked about? Like it's like a joke that they kind
I
of.
think like
It's
with
not my fault.
Rubius, they call him
It's okay,
the
though.
copias. Of course, you know what that means in Spanish.
2, 3.
So
dead.
I think
One,
some
one.
of the
That's not
mannerisms
bad.
are similar.
One,
I
is
don't
not
know the
bad.
exact origins of it though.
Wow, and there it
Rook
is.
B1's a great move, by the way, by Rubius. I think
Bing.
Rubius is going to win this game.
Boom, bang, bing.
Rook B1.
That's good.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Unless XQC plays H4 and G3, I see no way of him clawing this back. I think he's going to lose this game. The time is terrible. Also, he's opening up the position in front of his king. He's doing exactly what he did against David Pac-Man in PogChamps 2. He's just opening up the position in front of his king.
The worst part is that even if he takes and then wins the knight on F5, queen takes A6 just leads to mate because of just the-
Right.
I could trade.
Open
No
nature.
protection near his king. Exactly.
No,
yeah.
trade.
He's gotta go
Check.
B4
Let's
and keep
say
it closed.
Bang.
Mhm.
Bang.
And then Rubius could play queen B3 and try to sneak around and
Pawn push is fine here, I think.
Very
There it
good
is.
move, though. Only move to keep it. Only move to not, I think, kind of lose the game here. Again, very difficult.
we could
I think
see
that
what. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say we
it's
could
queen moves,
check
I
in
get a
on
free piece,
Rubius
though.
just to see what he's
Let's remember
drawing
this.
on his
It's a queen
screen.
move, we get a free
He's
piece.
actually played the move A3, and he is just locked in, man. This guy is
I'm not gonna let him get that piece.
like it's A5. Let's see what he's calculating. Okay, he's C3 is played now.
Great move by Rubius. Great move.
Well, now you take the other pawn. You take A3,
Pawn takes.
so that the queen can't
Pawn
come in.
takes.
I mean, I think
Yeah, I
for
can bait
XQC,
it.
the
I
only
can bait
hope
it.
is to play H4.
Big bait.
That's the only hope. Oh boy.
Pawn takes, that's fine. Queen takes.
Yeah, let's bring this back. We've got the,
Queen takes,
the wrong
queen takes.
capture. Well, queen C3,
Hello?
queen F5.
I mean, objectively, it's always losing for XQC here. Although,
Very nice.
That's rough. He loses a knight, but there's just a checkmate pattern that I
Very
think,
nice.
Rubius
Very
should
nice.
see it. Unfortunately, XQC gets the knight back, but it's a little bit too late. Now the question is, will Rubius panic here and be like, "Oh man, I just threw away my extra knight"?
He gets pawn takes now, though.
And possibly blunder.
Not a big fan of
That's
this.
really the only question.
But Hikaru, there is
Too many ways to win. Yeah.
there. Yeah,
I
no,
get
I'm just
pawn
like
push, though.
the really unfortunate thing for XQC is this rook on
Queen
E1
takes,
just cuts
pawn
the
push.
whole line.
Yeah. Exactly.
Queen check,
Yeah.
move.
The king can never escape.
Juicer check.
Yeah, this is over if Rubius just plays queen B3 or queen A5.
Yeah. Queen B3,
Move,
Queen A5, and Queen B2.
stack,
All three of those
release.
moves end the game right here on.
One takes. We're still good. We're still solid.
Patiently await. He's got a very
The
professional
backline is still solid.
thinking pose.
Need to get that
He's
pawn
got
out of
plenty
there.
of time.
Good thing for Rubius here is he has 5 minutes, and XQC is, I believe, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So that's kind of the
We're still
issue
solid.
again, is the time.
Ooh, what about
time
no? The
situation
guy crossed. I didn't see him.
is really hurting. Is really hurting XQC, and he finds Queen B2. Very nice move.
Yeah, he finds queen B2, linking up
Wow.
the queen and the rook, and it's
That's
how is it
game.
even M11? Is it like queen takes B1?
I think.
Oh,
the
he's going for it.
computer's Or no, because you can go King D7 somehow,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
survive.
Pawn goes.
Right, you sack the rook, and then yeah, he's got to play queen. But
Queen goes.
wow, what a comeback! Huge.
Queen goes checkmate.
Yeah, I think Rubius has been putting in a lot
we
of work
cannot,
offshore as well.
we
as
cannot
it
do the
sounds like,
maneuver.
because he's playing this very, very well. I mean, once he once
Queen
he
backwards.
got that
Retreat.
extra bishop again, just very, very good. And now no mouse slip by Rubius, just Queen B8 instead of Queen B7, and that's game over.
Right?
And I expect him to find it.
Yeah, I think he's just taking his time because he has it. And I think last game he blundered
Queen
the bishop.
retreat. Queen retreat.
Right,
Queen
exactly,
retreat. Queen's
yeah.
on the board.
He's-
Queen retreats.
Maybe we can check in on his stream to see the celebration right before or as it happens.
This guy knows how to draw. Move
We're
across.
gonna be able to do that, but he is drawing an arrow to
Takes
B7. He's actually not even.
Juicer takes the
Oh,
back
no.
or pawn
Oh,
up.
no.
Takes. Interesting.
Very
Then he
tense.
goes for
He hasn't
check.
drawn it to B8.
Mate!
Oh my gosh, he got all the way there.
No.
In fact, he should
across,
remove the
take,
arrow. So he
take
sees that he
instead.
can go the full length. It might just be
That's
like
true.
That's still
true.
checkmate. No,
he
it's
might
not.
be hindering his own vision here.
Goes,
Oh my gosh.
Takes.
Oh my gosh. He might have. This is crazy.
Good.
He stopped
We're
it.
good.
Oh, he's going the other way.
We're still solid. We're still solid. We're still solid.
Oh no, he missed it.
All right, let's pull this back up. And that is actually why arrows help, but you got to be able to remove them also. Left click on any empty square that you can't move to, or
Oh
Wait
man.
a minute.
Wow. And now if xQc finds bishop to g7, it's game on again. Bishop g7, and he finds it, and now it's game on again. This is unbelievable.
It's not a bad play. His queen's kind of trapped here, Ben. You have to be careful here. He has no check positions here with his queen. Whoa, 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 whoa. And he lost all of his power on the right side. All the right side power is lost. So yeah, he's got +1 on pawns, but who cares? What actually... Not so much. No, he can't do that. He needs to go upwards. Wait a minute. Wait, where can he go? Here? I respond with this. Interesting position here. Wait, what? Queen takes? Bishop takes. Ooh, I see it. Wow, good move. I take, he checks. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I block. Doesn't matter. No, I'm good. We're good. We're good. He checks, I block, he takes, I take. He checks, I block, he takes, I take. I need to get rid of that crossfire though, ASAP. He's trying to stack it.
wow. Oh man, this is so much fun. I'm having a blast. I don't even think Rubius realizes what he had. I think he might just think that his whole attack. Oh my gosh! And Bishop D4.
Yeah, protected,
Good
protected.
move or bad move? I don't know.
Oh, because
I
Rook
don't even
B3,
know. Yeah, Rook B3, and now it gets very dangerous.
and then it's.
Oh my! And he plays it. It's a good move.
God, can you imagine if the game ends with like Rook E8, Rook B? Oh my gosh! No,
I
no,
know.
no, no,
I
no.
know.
Wait.
It's literally a mate threat. Like,
Yeah. No. Totally.
it's just straight up a mate threat. Oh god. Oh god.
This could kind of be checkmate, no?
I think it's still likely xQc will
I
find.
I can't think of it. I don't have that time.
I would say, but it's very tricky. I mean, it's very tricky. It's 40 seconds left. I mean, wow, this is really close.
I'm in trouble.
See.
Move.
Okay, 30.
Check.
He's
move.
clicking his Rook. He's calculating. He's calculating King D7. I don't think he sees.
Stack rooks here is the best move. Stack rooks, just make sure I don't die. I can't think of a better move. I can't. I literally cannot think right now. I see a gateway here. I can gateway myself back in, and he can't double take. It's all I can think about. He could stack him. I can get out. He can go across. Then I go -1, but then I'm already +1, so we're gonna 0. Fuck it. Let's make some safe moves here. Let's get the king out. King. Ooh, maybe I should have done that. If he goes like this, I'm just gonna go like this. Next move is gonna be either king up. Yeah, I have to go king up. I need to escape my king out of there. ASAP. And then I can do some fancy check moves here. I can do a bing and a bang. Can't take. It doesn't move, I can do a release.
Oh, rook b6 is a very bad move.
I don't mind that.
Rubius, actually, because
have
it
it if you want
releases
it.
the pressure. Now xQc should, based on what he just said, he should see rook f8 to take the pawn.
Yes.
Based on what he just said about rook f6 over, he should see rook to f8 now.
Yeah, this is so important that White had
go.
2 rooks on the board. He plays king c7, it's not bad.
Camp is fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think xQc
Okay,
will
20
not
seconds.
lose
I mean,
this
we
game
need to
on
start farming some time.
Again, the one good thing
Farm
here
some
is, again,
time.
you look at the structure,
Plus
you look
one
at
is
where
fine.
the pawns are.
Farm
White does
some
not have
time.
any real advanced pawns, so xQc should be fine. Now he plays rook f8. Very, very good move. Very, very good move, and there might be a fossil soon. Okay, rook takes f2, of course, will happen.
That's even better for me. That's
There,
that's
king
even better.
g1, there's the fossil, but king g3 is...
Right. It's still so close.
And then I
Yeah,
go
now rook
protect.
a2 maybe? Or rook f5. Wow, rook f5 is
Good.
actually a great move by xQc.
Can't go
That's
here.
amazing.
That's a
go
great
there.
move because it
go
avoids a
here.
big imbalance where White could have
Can't go there.
multiple pawns running up the board.
We might
That's a
see king
fantastic
h4, bishop
move.
f2. Okay.
Okay.
King d7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think now that I look at the position, I think
Uh-oh.
xQc probably is going to win this game. I think probably he's
It's okay.
out of the...
One down,
unless he
down, down.
unless sort of he
Protects.
makes a mistake or he makes a slip with his mouse. I think this should be over. Because Rubius doesn't have the ways to
I'm
get
still good. I'm
pawns
still
going
solid.
up the board. And it's very... I don't really see a way for xQc to tunnel and lose his mind. Although I could be wrong.
He's playing really well. King d6, and there it is. It's gone.
Now let's see if Rubius can play rook a7 and get winning chances again. Or not winning chances, but try to create some sort of idea to keep it complicated. Oh, and Rubius... he
That's it.
panicked.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a wrap.
He panicked.
Pepega.
The second time we tune in and we hear him say Pepega.
Siempre cuando más la cago es al final, ¿eh? ¿Os habéis dado cuenta, chat? Cuanto más la cago es al final, tío. Me ha ganado ya, creo.
That's it. It's a wrap.
Yeah, and
40
xQc is
seconds.
converting it
Don't
seamlessly. and
stalemate. It's
he's
fine.
getting amped up.
He can still go to the right, and we can discover him. Think about it. Ooh, what an... Yes! Checkmate! Checkmate! Is that it? Let's go, baby! Yes, dude! Fuck yes! Big juicer, dude! Guys, it's mixed feelings. I'm not sure if I should be proud. I didn't play very well, dude. I played good enough, but dude, against later rounds, it's not gonna be good enough. But for now,
What
I
an
can have
introductory first round matchup for the day. Unbelievable. xQc pulls it out 2-0. Was that everything you wanted for
Not
a first
bad.
round
Yeah,
matchup?
I mean, I think Rubius is going to be crushed though when he realizes that he had it right there. One move, that queen up to the end
Let
of
me
the
look at the
board was
announced board.
checkmate. I mean, he was so close to winning in both games.
Missed win.
Like, I'm just very, very impressed by the work Rubius has put in. He really, it was a really, really close match. And considering that I thought that xQc was potentially one of the favorites,
Easy
Rubius put up such a stiff
We're proud of you.
fight.
what is
and,
this?
he kept it
I remember
really,
this.
really close to the very end when really that match could have been
Wait.
2-0 Rubius very easily as well.
Thank you.
Just
Wait,
amazing.
is this checkmate?
Every match has been amazing so far. Incredible. Just amazing. Amazing.
I hope I didn't leak anything.
Hello? Yeah, now it's working.
Rubius, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear
you hear
you.
us?
I can hear you now.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Epic match, guys. That was a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
great match.
Jesus, I screwed up. I could have done a checkmate with
Yes.
the king and the rook. I just saw it.
Yes, at the very
I
end.
just saw
At
it.
the very end of the board. Yes.
Yeah.
Was it because? Well, we'll ask you.
I get so nervous at the end game.
Wow.
Ahí.
Can you hear me?
Están colocando, ¿no?
Yeah.
Okay, what up?
How are you
What's up?
feeling? You amped up?
Yeah, man, I didn't expect that. The openers were kind of weird, and then he played so well. I got caught off guard, man. He was doing pretty
No,
good.
I could. Thank you, man. No, you're the boss. Really good games. I enjoyed it really much.
I mean, I enjoyed it too, man. It was a really good match. It was actually good chess. You know, like there was actually a lot of thinking.
Yeah, like thinking chess, not like just random chess. Yeah, I know what you mean.
All right, here we go, guys.
But we screwed up, both of us. Like you did a Pepega move, and then after that I did a Pepega move. It's
Yeah.
like always like that.
Yeah.
Here we
think we're
go.
gonna-
In 5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2.
Welcome back, everyone, to PogChamps 3 presented by Grip6. We're joined now by xQc, Rubius. You were both already complimenting each other on the chess, but we'll start with xQc. First of all, man, how are you feeling? This is your third time in this tournament, and you get started with a 2-0 win. How are you feeling? How are your emotions?
Me or him? Oh, okay.
We'll start with xQc. We'll talk to both of you.
Yeah, the English XQC. Okay.
I have to be honest. I didn't want to expect anything, you know, coming out of the opponents. I just played my game, right? So my plan was just to play my game and not like think about his rating or his projected skill, whatever. And all of his openers, I didn't know how to transition from early game to mid game, and all my pieces were all scattered and stuck in blocks, and it opened up tons of good moves for him. And I was lost. Like I didn't know what to do, how to move, and you know. I couldn't breathe the whole time. I was only playing his game, and I was never playing my game, and that stressed me out. I feel like I only won because he made mistakes later on in his game, right? Because I never got to play mine. So I'm happy about the wins. I'm happy, but I think I could have done so much better.
Well, Rubius, the same question to you. How are you feeling? How's your how do you feel about the 2 games? And obviously, you did tell us you saw the checkmate in 1 that you missed in the second game. But you said it was real chess.
After I ended the game. Yeah. So at the beginning, it was it felt like I was ahead of him. Like I had many more pieces than him at the beginning or at the mid match. But at the late game, I always screw up because I get like overconfident, and then I start making mistakes. And so yeah, I think that happened in both of the matches. Like in the beginning, I was like a little bit ahead, but then at the end it was like boom. So, but it was really fun. Like we were saying before, we did like many mistakes, both of us. Like I did a Pepega move, he did a Pepega move, and then he did a genius move, and then I do a normal move, a good move. So yeah, it was like I felt. It was like he was saying, like real chess. So I enjoyed it really much.
That was good.
We don't know too much about Rubius, about your training. So you're working with Anna Rudolph, right? And Rey Dama, the Spanish-speaking channel. How's your chess beyond that? Like, how much chess have you played? Because you were amazing. I mean, we don't know much about you, so.
I'm amazing. I started playing like 3 months ago or something like that. Like, and it was also not because of Queen's Gambit, but it was because the previous PogChamps where xQc failed in 6 moves. After that, I began watching more chess streams, and it was thanks to xQc and Hikaru. So yeah.
That's sweet. I don't remember that. 6 moves? I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, with Moisty Critical, it was amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, about that. Well, next topic, boys.
Well, to improve on that, as you're coming in now to this event, you said you're just taking it one step at a time, not thinking too much about prep. But do you want to win? How motivated are you to win this thing? In particular, maybe against a Moist Critical in the final.
I'm gonna squeeze in a bad spot right now, where I feel kind of weird because I usually just play chess at night because all the other games are kind of, you know, it's just good to just play a game of chess, but I realized that if I want to get better, I have to actually think about the game less intuitively, right? Like, it is what I do with all the games. I just brute force it. Like, I just slam it to the wall like a maniac all day. And sometimes it does good results, but whenever you play less, that game style or how you approach the game, you literally hit a wall in how much you improve. I feel like, and it's really bad. So it's not. I played like thousands of games, and I feel like if I don't do well, people say, "Oh, dude, 2,000 games, can't win against 900, lol," and it makes me feel. So now I actually have to go to the drawing board and actually play the game and think about it. And I think I'm gonna talk to Hikaru because I was kind of done walling him, just because I don't know, just forget it. Regardless, I'll actually think about the game more and spend more time in the training ground. And I think I got this, the whole thing.
Yeah, I just wanted to add one thing I think as well. I thought like you played really like in both games, Rubius, you got a very good position. You played almost perfect chess. I think your score, your accuracy was like close to 90%. So you played very well. It just seemed like the end game, maybe because you played so many games XQC, you got this. You were able to find the moves quicker and play better moves at the very end. That end part of the game was probably the only difference between the two of you. So I thought it was a great match. You both played amazing chess at times.
Yeah, gentlemen, this was fantastic.
Yeah.
So. We're gonna thank you both for joining. Best of luck in the rest of the event. xQc, stop dono walling Hikaru.
Oh, thank you guys.
And,
Nah, seriously.
and best of luck. Thank you so much for the first round today. Let's take a look at
No, thank you.
Thank you for all the games.
at what's coming up. And wow, Hikaru, that was a fantastic matchup. I hope the rest of today lives up to it. Logic and Tubbo coming up next.
I mean, I don't even know what to.
Was I supposed to leave? Yeah, guys, I agree. I think he's selling himself short. Guys, I'm not saying that to be nice, whatever. Guys, I have to be honest. I am pretty sure if he didn't do that one or two decently bad moves, he had me, dude. Dude, he had me.
Send it to me in the mail.
No, I have to rethink about it, man. This is fuck.
Yes,
it was good gameplay.
On that note, thank you so much for joining us thus far. That was a fantastic first match. When we return, we will have Logic versus Tubbo, PogChamps 3, presented by Grip 6. We'll be right back.
Okay.